Welcome to my class. Dear students, today I am going to discuss the theme of a poem. Dear students, now I'd like to give the definition of the theme of a poem. A poem has usually its underlying meaning, and this meaning is very important part of the poem. Actually, this specific meaning is the essence of the poem. It is the theme of the poem. Dear students, you are supposed to write down the central message of the poem using few words, usually within 50 words. What should you do to find out the theme of a poem? To think out the theme of a poem, you are supposed to read between the lines of the poem. This means that every word of the poem is important. You have to think deliberately about both denotative and connotative meaning of the words in the poem. But especially in poetry, connotative meaning should be emphasized. Some poems may urge us to know the contemporary social, political, or religious history as well. Dear students, now I will try to have an overall discussion about the poem Love and Friendship that starts with Blow, Blow the Winter Wind. Actually, it is a song taken from Shakespeare's play As You Like It and is presented as a poem for you. Have a glimpse of the poem. Dear students, some words needs to be clarified before the interpretation of the poem, such as ingratitude. Ingratitude means thanklessness. Suppose somebody helped me while I was in a great danger. I should be grateful to him, but instead of that, I assume to give him a notion that he is nothing to me, he is an alien to me. This type of behavior of mine shows ingratitude towards him. Rude. Rude means impolite or bad-mannered. Holly, a small evergreen tree with shiny sharp leaves and small round red fruit. Feign. Feign means pretend. To assume to feel something that is fake or not real. Folly, stupidity or a stupid action, idea, etc. Nigh. Nigh means near. Warp means to bend out of shape, as under pressure or from heat. If you put a plank just after cutting it from a timber of a tree on a straight floor, it will warp ultimately within a few days. It will take a wavy shape. I think that now the meaning of the warp is clear to you. Sting. The meaning of the sting is sharp, often poisonous organ of some insects. For example, stings of bees. Sharp. Sharp means having a fine cutting edge or point. Now, I would like to explain the poem dividing it into three portions. Blow, blow the winter wind, thou art not swan kind, as man's ingratitude. Thy tooth is not so keen, because thou art not sin, although thy breath be rude. The poet is urging the winter wind to blow, as this winter wind is not unkind. It is not so biting as a man's ingratitude. Whenever he thinks of the ungratefulness of a human being, he gets depressed, gets shocked. It hurts his heart so vigorously that he forgets the lashing of winter wind. In fact, winter wind's cruelty is nothing to him compared to that of human beings. Hey ho, sing hey ho unto the green holly. Most friendship is paining, most loving mere folly. Then hey ho, the holly, this life is most jolly. To the poet, most friendship is nothing but paining, a sham, a falsehood. But depression should not shroud our life. We should enjoy life as it is the precious gift of the Almighty Creator. In this third portion of the poem, the poet is addressing the bitter sky to be overcast, as it would not hurt him so much as the forgetting of benefits hurts him. Freeze, freeze, thou bitter sky, that dost not bite so nigh, as benefits forgot. Though thou the waters warp, thy sting is not so sharp, as friend remembered not. Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green holly. When do the waters or watery places warp or get wavy? Does it occur in the stable situation or a tumultuous situation? It occurs when the wind blows heavily. And if this happens in winter, how will it feel like? Of course, it will be very biting and unbearable. No one will want this atmosphere. But to the poet, it is nothing compared to the behavior of not remembering a friend. Now, I'd like to present the theme of this poem. The theme of this poem is about the ingratitude and selfishness of human beings. Man is so ungrateful that he doesn't care even to harm the person who has been most helpful towards him. Nature sometimes turns rude and harsh, but its rudeness is not so harsh as that of a human being. Students, you will have to practice interpreting and writing down the theme of other poems like this one. Hope to come up with new contents for you. Thank you all.